Hey everybody, so we're going to be going over the new patch show update, Trickshot update, patch notes, all that good stuff. Just going to be a quick video. Just going to be going over what it is. We're going to do analysis for sometime this weekend, hopefully after PTS is up, so stick around for that. So we got a new damage character, we got Saati. So she's cool, she's hit scan, 1050 DPS with her weapon. The coin, she flips it into the air, she can shoot it, and then it's auto-aim 250 damage per shot to the first person that's closest to it, so it can't hit multiple people or anything. If you hit 4 shots on the coin, it explodes and deals 550 damage. So, unless it says consumes 2 pips, so she has 8 pips, and it's her resource. So she regenerates them at a certain rate, we don't really know. She has 8 in total. And that's what she has instead of cooldowns. So you can theoretically just have like 4 coins out at the same time, you know? Blastback, it's a sort of dash. It's a really small dash, but it has knockback in front of it, and it also sets them on fire, which is cool. And that takes 4 pips. Bedringer, it's just a little cardboard cutout. When she uses it, she turns invisible for 1.5 seconds, and the cardboard cutout will shoot in front of it. That doesn't do very much, 450 DPS, and it doesn't have auto aim, it just shoots in a straight line. 1500 HP. If the enemy shoots it, they get revealed for 1 second, and if they destroy it, they get revealed for 3 seconds. So this is sort of just more of a reveal than anything. Her ultimate, it's sort of discount Genos ult. So she gets 3 charges and shoots through the walls, 777 damage. It's pretty straightforward, it's just like Genos ult, but a bit smaller, less wind up, smaller hitbox. For her coin, you can't have allies shoot it, you can't have her ult bounce off it. For her talents, one for your cardboard cutout, doesn't really do too much, I don't think. It's costs less and does damage on explosions, that's not too significant. You have one where her dash gives them, you do 20% more damage for 1.5 seconds, seems okay. Then you have this one where shooting your coin, and if the coin shot hits an enemy, it reveals them for 1 second, heals you for 125 HP, and it deals more damage. That shot that bounces off the coin will do 200% more damage to shields. So that's probably going to be the good one, if I had to guess. Maybe the level 2, if you really want, but chances are it's going to be the reveal. This character has a lot of reveals. So here are her cards. I'm not going to stop on them too much because that would take forever. Basically, she has a few DR cards and she has a few alt charge cards, and that's probably how you're going to be building her. So alt charge and DR. Her skin, so she got her recolor, another recolor, and a gold skin. Very nice. A couple of MVP poses again, still like linked in the description if you want to go over it. We're mostly going to spend time on the balance bit. So event pass. Corv skin, that's a Sky skin, which is the same theme as that Demonette Knave skin that we had. Corvus is recolor, and Devilish Sky, which is the same theme as that's Sarah's skin. Sprays, some 3D sprays, some avatars. BK got an MVP pose. There's a new Death card. This is a Raze skin, if you'll believe it or not. That comes down later. We've got some new Trials of the Realm. This is what they're going to give you. Another spray, more sprays, some avatars, MVP pose, and an emote. New limited time modes, so we have Genos that we just zooming around and ulting. We have all ROM with lower cooldowns and more alt charge. Then we have Koga with claws, again, it's just like all these characters running around really fast. Pumpkin Ray, so that's a neat little skin, which will be available in a chest. New Torvald skin, I'll recolor the Torvald skin, which will be available in chest, and a Dredge skin, which will be available in the Bounty store. And then we got Golden Nar and Golden Ceres this patch, and I really wish Golden Ceres was, the colors were inverted. It's kind of mustard. We also got a Sky Whale as a mount, which is nice. Some new avatars, which is great, and we got some community avatars. New chests, you can stop on these if you want. We got a rework to Stonekeep, It's not just a visual rework. There are some pretty significant changes to this map. Mostly the fact that the stairs on the push are now on the other side. You can no longer see through the... usually you see there's a ramp right here, but there's no ramp here. That's because it is... it's here now. Like, you see the ramps here, it'll be on this side now. The trees are also significantly smaller, right, because they're the lampposts now, which hurts Worm Drogue a decent bit. And they don't show inside of the keep, so... Again, we haven't seen too much of this map, but there are going to be some gameplay changes. Also, inside Church, you know how you had to like jump up to get to high ground? That's now a ramp. General updates. So this is more bounty store stuff. You can now have Cassie in your loadout names. That's about it. So balance. Andrew got a nerf to his punch range, and his ammo on reversal card was nerfed from 2 scaling to 1 scaling, which is kind of weird. This change probably won't matter too much. This change really only hurts Handro. So Atlas got a pretty insignificant buff to Unstable Fisher. That shouldn't matter too much, and a decent buff to Big Shield. So Big Shield shorter cooldown now. So I don't know why they decided to buff the best character in the game, but they did. Cassie. So Cassie, she shoots faster and her projectiles are bigger. So this is really weird. It's most likely a change targeted at console, but it messes up muscle memory. It makes blast combo at range kind of weird. And it's just like weird that they're soft reworking an old character's weapon, you know? Like for the second time, it's interesting. So I'm not a big fan of this change. Corvus does more damage now. So this is from 1000 DPS, he now has 1060 DPS. He's got a small range buff, and if you teleport to your knife, it reduces the cooldown by 2 seconds. Or when choosing not to teleport, sorry, my bad. It takes 2 seconds off the cooldown instead of 1 second, so you're more incentivized to go for slows with your knife and damage with your knife. Evie, so she can blink faster now, which is a good change, especially with the way servers are. And Over the Moon got a buff. It deals 10-20 for 2 shots. I don't know, 10-20. It's 21-20 for 2 shots now, which doesn't break any benchmarks, so it's a pretty irrelevant change. But the blink change is very nice. Fernando got a bunch of nerfs to Aegis. That's really appreciated. There's a lot here. Honestly, we'll have to see what this all does on PTS when that goes live, but this is very appreciated. Grover. So Grover, this is a bit confusing. So we have confirmation from the devs that Grover will still root the first target, but the second and third targets will not get rooted. Instead, they get slowed. So first target gets rooted, second target gets slowed by 35% for 2 seconds, third target gets slowed by 35% for 2 seconds. This change probably won't matter too much because what made Grover good was his ability to fight DPS, and this does not change his ability to fight DPS at all. It's going to nerf how he punishes like bunches of grouped enemies. Like obviously the root is nice, but slowing them is still generally the same effect. It's still really nice, especially with how big his hitboxes are. It's pretty much a root with how big his hitboxes are. So this change is probably irrelevant. Octavia got some pretty big buffs, so does more damage, has better range, and has better accuracy. There you go, pretty straightforward. Honestly, this isn't the change that you want to see for Octavia. The change that you want to see for Octavia is making her 2 best passives, her ult charge passive and her CDR passive, work. Like having them work would be good, because right now they only work if you're in a party with the Octavia. If you're not in a party with the Octavia, you're not getting any benefit from those passives. Saris got a nerf to her healing. I believe it's now 1250 HPS, down from 1333 HPS, which if you watched my debate video for 4.6, is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a Soul Collector buff too, but I like this change. Saris was a bit too much value for how easy she was. Tra, so it's a rework to Desert Silence. So it's another talent for his Crippling Arrow, so reduce the cooldown, and now silences and slows, so they can't use any ability and they're slowed. So then a second off each of his other cooldowns. So Does it matter too much? Not really. You're probably still going Sand Trap. And now they directly compete with each other, which is not fantastic. They both do the same thing of screwing over flanks. The silence might be nice against some tanks, like if you can silence a Fernando at a Fusion Shield, it might be okay, but in general I don't think it's going to be super relevant. Might be better just because it's a longer duration than Sand Trap. For Skye, so Skye, the healing was nerfed, and now if you run Smoke and Daggers, Smoke Screen, this is specific to Smoke and Daggers. Smoke Screen does not apply invisibility anymore, so if you're in console you still get aim assist on her, and she just doesn't go invincible. You have to use your stealth to go invisible with Smoke and Daggers now, which is very significant, which I'm okay with because Skye is a pretty frustrating character to go against a lot of the time when you're playing this Heal Skye talent, so I like it. Good change. Strix, this is like the tiniest buff to his rifle you could have given him. It increases his DPS by 40. So instead of 960 DPS, he has like 1040 or 1000 DPS. I don't remember the numbers exactly, but it's a really insignificant nerf. That won't matter at all. The thing that does matter is how much damage his pistol does, so it's not automatic anymore. We don't actually know how much damage it does. We don't know if it does have the setting thing. It's not in the patch notes. How good this is depends entirely on how much DPS his pistol does now. Term, so Term, his Siphon takes more resource now, so instead of being able to have it up for a maximum of 5 seconds, you can now only have it up for a maximum of 4 seconds. Pretty significant nerf to a character who is already not doing so well. Again, this seems like more targeted at console. I don't like this change. Term's probably pretty dead on maps that he's not like super insane on, like Ice Mines or Jag, but even then, I think there are probably going to be better options. Term kind of just fell off a cliff here. Tyra, so we got some good nerfs to Tyra. So her DR talent was definitely a little overtuned. The bad thing about these changes, though, is that they're in base kit. So these affect, like, it's going to affect Hunting Party, it's going to affect if you just run the DR card normally, which kind of sucks. It's a good nerf to her, you know, her best playstyle, but it's also nerfing the other ones too, which kind of sucks. Vatu, alt charge, or not his alt charge, sorry, his cooldown reduction when he hits his knives, whatever, with Enveloping Shadows talent, goes from 15% to 12%, so he has less cooldown reduction than he used to. 3%, not super significant, but it could matter, and obviously they chose 12% for some reason, so we'll see how it plays out. Seems like a decent nerf, and again, we're gonna have a better idea of how these all are when we actually get to test them, which is what the analysis video on the weekend, probably Saturday, is going to be. We got some bug fixes. Alice got a nice bug fix. Chorus got a nice bug fix. Amani got a nice bug fix. The rest of it's not super relevant. So yeah, that's the patch. Keep this short. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the video on Saturday, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.